What's up, your boy Dion Cole, and welcome to another episode of Funny Knowing You. Today I am with, I mean, credits for, I mean, you can go through all the credits and you can do all that, and that's fine, whatever, but I just wanted to be personal. This is like one of the big bros right here. Been in the game, legendary, iconic, the neighborhood on, I mean, number of specials and shows and movies. Just we with the big bro, the icon himself, CEDRIC the entertainer, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Sid.
My dog, what's
Good,
up, brother?
baby.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for coming,
Good,
man. Coming
Had to
hang
pull
out.
up.
Man, I appreciate it.
You know, it's
dog.
nice too. You know, real nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
But they brought me round the back.
Yeah.
And I know you from Chicago, and I was real nervous. I was like, I know this boy got a German Shepherd back here. But ain't nobody mixed. Nobody said nothing about Uzi Clip running around in his backyard. I'm gonna walk up on this dog. Well, no dog, but it was a set of tires, which made me come. What do tires go to? And in a swing set of nothing out there. It's just a set of tires.
You gotta understand the time.
It made me comfortable. When I saw him, I was like, okay. Somewhere familiar.
Oh, dog, that's so hilarious, man. Thank you so much, man, for doing this, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, for real, dog. We just got off the road, too. Like, where was we at?
Indianapolis. We did
We
the
did.
WNBA All-Star Weekend. It was one of their first big times doing it. And it was dope, man.
Wasn't it dope?
I love the fact that the WNBA is getting all this kind of light now. It used to be like kind of secondary, but the girls are doing, they making money. And you saw the difference. They get now, you know, they got clothes.
Yeah.
And it was dudes there thoughting out. They had flued some dudes. Dudes that got flued out. I was like, this niggas got on shirts walking around. I'm like, did you get flued out, fam? Like, what's going on? Like, they acting like when dudes first got money, the girls are now doing it. You start seeing all these good-looking dudes kind of in the lobby. Kind of strange. They single, like eating at a separate table. You can't be on camera.
Can't be on camera.
I'm giving them too much game, right?
That's hilarious.
That's weird, you know. They're in the same restaurant, but they over there. Okay. All right. I think I know what's going on here.
Dog, when we was out there, I've never been around at the WNBA All-Star. I have never been around them many women that did not want me. Not trying to be arrogant, but it was a lot of women out there. It was women out there.
No, well, it's part of the culture right there. And it's wild because it's not the atypical, everybody hard. Like girls are really dolling it up too. Like they be beautiful. Caught me off guard. I'm taking it back. I was wondering if I could get you pretty. I was wondering if I could get you one. Okay. All right. I see what's going on here. No, it's Nate Movie with you talking about. It's some bitches in this motherfucker. You like, okay. All right. Okay. So we both said it at the same time. Hey, you know what? I'm saying. She was like, I'm saying. I was like, right.
Y'all both said it at the same time.
It's like,
some bitches.
That's what you're like, all right, okay.
Oh snap! Duh, that's funny as hell. Okay. So look, let me ask you something. I've been knowing you for. I'm crying. All right. So St. Louis, man.
Yeah.
St. Louis. Your parents, they both from St. Louis?
No, so we from a little small town, like outside of Missouri, like and they was just little towns down in Missouri, but like on the river. So both of them lived on these little river towns that didn't have no names. So my daddy from one place, and that didn't have a name, and then my mama from another place, and they got a name later, like it became a city, but not when she lived there.
How do
Just
you?
small town on the river, just one A and B. That's what they said. I grew up not quite understanding what to say where I was from, you know what I'm saying? So until I moved to St. Louis, that's where I kind of go with it. And I was 10, 11 then, but most of my life was in small town A with my daddy.
How do you give your address away?
You don't. You don't. You don't. If you get mail, you get it. If you get it, you get it. If you don't get mail, then and the thing is, my mama ordered a lot of stuff from the catalog that we never till I was much older. And again, like you said, once the city got a name, then everything started getting delivered there. But I was 10 by then, so I couldn't wear none of the clothes. And I wish this was a joke, man. Like this shit is like it's hard, like to grow up where you believe you got something coming and it don't never get there. And then when it get there, it can't fit you. And you gotta watch somebody else wear the stuff you was supposed to have. But I saw it in the catalog, so I knew I was getting it. And I'm looking at these other little kids like, oh, that is how much. I couldn't be happy for them, man. And I know I was doing good in life, but I could be happy for them little kids.
Oh man, so you got brothers and sisters?
I got one sister that I know about, and I'm sure I got some other siblings. But yeah, like one sister who's younger than me but older than me.
Well,
Families. She youngest, but she older because she just was more mature at a time when being mature was the thing. Like I was a kid when being a kid was cool. She kind of grew up in the era where you had to get your shit together. And so that made her like, I'm still being a kid. And even though I'm the oldest, she like, hey, get in here and watch these dishes. And I did it. She just had that kind of attitude where you just didn't want no smoke.
What was your relationship like with your parents?
I mean, it was good. Like, my parents met in college, barber college. My mother she wanted to cut hair, and then my daddy sold the tiny combs that the white people use, so he didn't make a lot of money. And then she was in barber college because she had all brothers, and she wanted to learn how to cut hair. And so my daddy came in. He was like, "Yo, I'm selling these combs, but the little bitty combs that white people use." And so everybody like, get the hell out of here with these combs. But he was tall and I guess good looking. And so my mother was like, "What's up? How you doing?" So she let that nigga hit. So anyway, they locked in, had me and my little sister, and then my daddy, again not making a lot of money selling combs. He went on, went on. So I think that Afro Pit came out and he got hot, and then the nigga was all out there like You think he's Sly Stone or somebody, this nigga selling pics now. You can't talk to him. So I think that's kind of what happened, really. And so my mother just ended up being the one that kind of did us, So, eventually in life, I met him later on, like when people start cutting their hair down and the pics was not hot no more. I met my dad like later on, so, but that's the reason why, I'm not a big fan of like young Michael Jackson. I just never liked Michael from Good Times. I never liked anybody that had like big afros, It just remind me of my dad leaving, to do his things.
Oh man. Okay. Let me give it. Yeah. What was like the worst thing you did as a kid that your parents didn't know about?
A couple of different things, like you say, and kind of living in these two little towns. But I just remember one thing. I did have to admit this to my mother as I got older. But we robbed a gas station, right? And I was 13, 14. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But kids was cutting yards at the time, and so I ain't had a car or nothing, but we was on bikes, and we filled up the gas thing. We went in, hey nigga, give us that gas, and we filled our little cans up and took the gas. But we would like go around and like sell it wholesale. Right. Hey, nigga, what's up? At the gas. And so, but and it became a whole thing because then I put together a whole crew. We was all on Huffies or Schwinn's, depending on what you got. If you got a Schwinn, everybody knew the person that had the Schwinn. One dude had the Schwinn, Nito. Everybody knew Nito because he had the Schwinn, right? But I had like a little Huffy that was made makeshift, banana seed, different sissy pole bars on there and stuff. But it's hard, like, cause you got like, you just think about it, dog. Like it's not an easy thing. You trying to threaten somebody. You got a gas can. You got to fill that gas can up. You got to tell him to wait, and then you get on your bike and you got to scoop like 1 foot, the bike churning, and then you try not to spill gas out. And you can't really, like they got our pictures up all around, you know what I'm saying? You 13. And my mother, she's like, I saw your picture up at the gas station. And I was like, man. And she was like, you ain't not up there robbing gas stations, are you? And I'm like, not me, I don't know who that is. But eventually, like later in life, I admitted to it. That was me, like out there robbing the gas stations for gas. And we didn't get no money or nothing, but not per se through osmosis. Like we robbed the gas station and then would get people pay us money for the gas so they could cut grass.
Wholesale.
Wholesale, you know what I'm saying? Which was a good little room for a minute there, until it got cold. And then you like realize like niggas ain't cutting grass no more. What the fuck you gonna do now? And I was ashamed of it as I got older because I realized like damn gas a lot.
Hush.
Yeah, gas costs a lot, man. So, it's like, man, I feel bad for that man. I was taking gallons of gas from him. But you get older, you get wiser, you learn. And you glad that some of these things in life, like that's crazy. Like I could have been on the life of crime, man. I could have ended up going crazy had I not learned that lesson. You know what I'm saying? Could be out here like known as a gas dude, like I'm daddy.
Oh shit, dude. What you So what did you do in the winter when you ain't had no gas?
So then, we tried to switch it up. You know what I mean? Like that's when, like it was a lot, it was like people making snowballs. It was people like, doing shovels, you know what I'm saying? Like shoveling driveways.
Yeah.
And so, it was like the salt packets, that was new.
Yeah.
Black people didn't know nothing about putting salt down. So I had, I knew somebody with a restaurant. So we started stealing all their salt. We didn't know it was the same kind of salt, but it's in a way it's effective, like it is, but it's not the same kind of salt. But to a kid, you thinking like at 7, you like salt is salt, So we showing people how to like, put that down, like scrape that out and then and then so, but kids kind of caught on to that one early, so that didn't last long. Plus it was restaurants I couldn't go to no more because people was very serious about their salt more than gas. That surprised me more than anything. Surprised me was that how people was so dead serious about salt over gas, man. Like the salt people you still like salt. I was like, sir, like this man he called me and my boy one day. I had like 4 salt shakers. And then I think my partner Tony, he had 6. He had a lot of salt shakers because he had pockets, and I didn't know that. I didn't think about that. Like he had a jacket on, a jacket under a jacket. And so then, and the man caught us. We was caught, And so, I mean, this man was mad that we had took his salt. And it was our second time, and I think that's what he was mad about because he knew that was us that had the first salts. But the gas people never did that. The gas people never. They was like, "Hey, get the gas,"
Okay. What's some good hustles, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
How was you disciplined as a kid?
Well, like my mother was a serious person, like again, so her main thing was, I had to write my name down a lot, and and it wasn't a lot of people named Cedric back then, so I was spelling my name wrong, because I was spelling it like it sounded. I didn't know it was me, so I was like SEDRICK. And she was like, "That's not how you say your name." And she was very upset. And I was like, "Well, I don't know. I don't know this name." And so, but I had to write it down many times. So I learned how to spell Cedric different ways. So, and then eventually I got that right. And I became ambidextrous. So I could write like both left hands, right hands, because she just was serious about that. So I could be like, boom, 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 boom. Well, so a lot of times my signature look different when people go like, "Give me an autograph," and I'll be like, depending on like what I'm doing. If I'm drinking, I'm like, if I'm not drinking, then I'm like, woo, woo. So if you come up on this side of me, say, "Can you sign my thing?" I'm like, "Hey," and that's usually with the S because my left hand, my C's, my cursive C's is not as good as my S's are. So I'm like, and so so it was punishment, but as I became famous, I thought, wow, my mom knew what she was doing, right? Because it became a thing and beneficial. But as a kid, I hated it. I hated that,
Yeah, those S's and them C's, they trip you up.
Especially like if you're not really left-handed, right? Like, but a S, it take a little, and in the C, but over here, wow. I spell anything. Oh, yeah, Cornelius. I could just make up stuff. Counterfeit. I could just, but like over here, you'd be like sincerity. You got to do that. I spell cereal with an S. Oh, yeah, cereal. I could not. I just learned to do everything.
Cereal with an S.
Cereal, and they be like, "Yeah, I'm not a killer. I'm not a serial killer." I'm like, "Oh, you talking about prudence?" Like cereal.
Dog, you are off the chain, dog. Anything traumatized you as a child?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What was it?
I don't know. I don't know if I can talk about it. We had a black and white TV. And then one day my uncle came in with a colored TV. It was colored. And, it was two things. Like one, I didn't know that. So when we got the colored TV, I realized that colored people was colored. Because I grew up in the 60s where we did, it was just coming in the black and brown. But we used to be like, hey, color, but on black and white TV, everybody the same. Like everybody black and white, So everybody black and white, you like black and white, right? So but then the color TV came in and I was like, oh shit. That motherfucker don't look like me. And it made me have to learn more colors, like from the crayon box. And, like it used to be simple. That's all I'm saying. Life used to be simple. And that kind of traumatized me. Now, the other thing was that, no, for real, it did. Because it was like, you would think that's a good thing. Like, oh, y'all got a color TV. But I was like, whoa, like, what's going on here? And then the other thing that traumatized me the most, and it still affects me to this day, is like I got a younger sister, like I say, older sister, and we got a dog, and she was younger, but she was smart, but not, you know, not smart, you know what I'm saying? And we had a boy dog, and she named the dog a girl name. And to this day, that's always off-putting to me. I never could watch All in the Family because the lead man name was Carol. And because his name was Carol, it just was like, so anybody, at the high school was a dude named Ashley, and I just couldn't trust that name. I was like, yo. So, and then it all goes back to the trauma of having a boy dog named Tasha. And it was real, man. And so anytime it's a boy with a girl name, trip me out. Now the thing is, it don't work in reverse. Like you could be a girl with a boy name and it's cool. Like you could be named Bobby as a girl. But you can't.
Your dog named Tasha.
He was a boy, and he was a boy dog too, and he was mad about it. You could tell as a dog, he was very offended by this name because he didn't stay. He left one day, and I was like, when my sister was just insistent on naming this dog Tasha, and my mom was like, "Let her name the dog," and I was like, "That's not right. That dog is gonna sit down. That dog is not gonna love being a dog." And he didn't. He went somewhere where he got renamed, I'm sure. He left us one day, and I was calling him. He was leaving. I could see the dog. I was, Tosh, Tosh, and I'm reading, screaming, Tosh. And he looked back at me like, man, fuck out, and left. And that was it. So I was traumatized from then on that anybody that's a boy with a girl name is a very, just an untrustworthy situation, like off the top. And as an adult, like that's a hard thing because you meet people from all walks of life. And you like, man, it's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be your friend, man. Like, what? Like, I can't.
Like Boy George, the singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's different.
I know because he is a boy. He is a man.
Yeah,
Boy
man.
George.
Hey, George got get George, right? But it's like, it's like
Oh God.
like it was a dude, like his nickname was Peggy. And I was like, is that a nickname? Like everybody call me Peggy. And I was like,
Peggy.
I can't. I can't, fam.
Doug,
Yeah.
what was elementary school like for you?
Elementary school was cool, man, because I was like, it was tough too because like dark skin wasn't in at the time. This was early again, young 70s, and I was kind of dark skinned, and chubby, and all the light skinned niggas was in, but I was funny, and I knew I was funny, so I used that to my advantage. So I kept, I was able to get through school, but at the same time, it was tough too because I told you like my mom was a barber, right? And so what happened was one time she had got popular, and then she cut Peabo Bryce's hair.
People
Yeah,
prices.
and then she it made him fight. Peabo Bryce.
Yeah.
But then she did the same thing to me, right? So the headline kind of went way back. And so through high school, everybody be like, Peabo, and I was like, I used to be the funny one, but then Peabo Price and head nigga, and I was like, man, and so then that was a long era where me and my mama just wasn't really locked in, and that was through elementary school. I had to get through all the way through that because I had this line in that went back, and I don't know where she got that from. It made Peabo Bryson famous, but it's the reason I wear hats to this day, and that started in fifth, sixth grade. Young dude wearing hats all the time. Like you just think about it, it's hard to imagine a little baby everywhere you went, just got a hat on. And I know people be like, "See, where the hats come from?" And I'll be like, "Hey, where your hat come from?" I would be very defensive about it. Yeah. But ultimately, I got through it, and we went on to high school, and things was cool.
How was high school?
High school, cool. Again, we had moved to St. Louis by that time, and it was funny because I went to a wild high school. Like it was it was predominantly black, and then we was the Bulldogs, right? You know how you in your school, but
Yeah.
ours was a trip because we actually had Bulldogs go to school with us. We had 3 Bulldogs. That one of them graduated the year before me, and then there was another Bulldog that was in my class, and it was a younger. They was a family. Bruno, Buffy, and Billy was like the class under me. He was a little bulldog. And so, but Buffy was with me. Buff was a real bulldog, being class and everything. Like at the underbite, we and I was like, I thought that was a mascot. I was like, this is a mascot, but no, you see them in the hallway, go to lunch, first, second lunch. His brother was mean though. The first one, yeah, that was. But Bruno was the one. Nobody was with Bruno. And I was like, oh, it's like how we the Bulldogs and we got a real bulldog in class, like and but that was back then when dogs could go to school. Like y'all people didn't have that nowadays. And I was just imagining like if somebody was the Mustangs, I was like, damn, do they have a horse up there? Like, so I was just glad in general that it was just a bulldog at our school because people was like, I knew people that was like had other animals at their school, but they don't do that no more. That's crazy. They don't even do that no more. Like we was just different times.
Oh, dog. You can't bring Bulldogs to class.
They were there.
Whoa, was you ever bullied?
Yeah. Yeah, I got bullied one time by Big Mike. She was she was like a year older than us. She was like 6'4", and she was pretty, but she wasn't. Like she was so mean, but if you saw her, like if you like saw her, you'd be like, man, Big Mike's not pretty, but and I said something like that. I was like, damn, you didn't front up all the time, you'll be cute. eye watering. This all on first lunch, right? So then I'm trying to play it off like I don't hit girls, and but
Her name was Big Mike.
yeah, Big Mike. Everybody know Big Mike. You can ask around about Big Mike. Big Mike was not to be fucked with. And she was scary too. Like, she was scary, but then she was cute. So, it'd be moments where you think you can holler. What's up, Big Mike? She had a raspy voice. It was raspy. It was a raspy voice. And her smile was crooked. It was like a crooked little smile. Yeah. And it was funny because her brother was gay. So he was bigger than her, but he was gay, and then she was Big Mike. And so she was to be fighting for him all the time. And you would think it'd be the opposite. You'd be like, yo, I'm gonna go get my brother. And he'd be like, I'm gonna go get my sister.
What was his name?
It was like Terrell or something. Terrell. I can't remember the little brother name. Terrell, Big Mike, and Trey. Everybody just called him Trey. Big Mike and Trey. I don't know what's wrong, like Latrell or probably something like that. When you think about it, like it probably was like Latrell. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's back when you could make fun of people. Like you can't do that nowadays. Now that's frowned upon. But it used to be like a joke, like Latrell. You don't want to do that around Big Mike though. I seen her mollywop some people over her little brother. Mollywop. Yeah, that's another word you don't hear no more. Just get mollywopped, and you can just picture it. A good mollywop, and you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say it. It's not no regular beatdown. She would mollywop somebody. You'd be like, ooh, that boy got mollywopped.
That might be a Midwest.
She smacked me, boy. My eye water. I used to wear glasses too, and my eyes was watering. My glasses was crooked. I had to get them fixed.
Why she smacked you though?
I thought I was being cute, saying something slick. Thought I was being funny. Hey, Big Mike, you know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop. Nose running, eyes watering. And you think you gonna do something, but then she like, do something. You like, so I just kind of worked it out. Eventually, I just kind of, got on her good side, just years after years, just kind of went through it, played, got to where me and her was cool. It was cordial, and I just left it at that. I never tried to get back or nothing. I just was like, leave me alone, Big Mike. Like, yeah, you good. Like, learned my lesson. Everything ain't funny. I get it. Sometimes you gotta learn, man. Sometimes it's one of the things in life where you learn everything ain't funny. Because people will say that a lot, and you don't know, you don't apply to you, like, because that's a statement that people throw out in life. Hey, nigga, everything ain't fun, right? And you be like, but get smacked by Big Mike. Let her smack your glasses off. I bet you'll get it then. And I learned, and I was a young man, and I'm good. I'm better for it.
Oh, God damn it, man.
Yeah.
What's your who was your first love?
Oh man. I think I was trying to think, I was I think I was like right in the eighth grade, seventh or eighth grade, when you really think you in love, and this girl named Dorothea Jones.
Dorothea?
Yeah, projects. Projects. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't even supposed to be out here. I wasn't even supposed to be nowhere near the project. So, I'm stealing gas. And like I'm out. And we were out there, they ain't even got no grass over there. I don't even know why we out here trying to sell gas in the projects, but But I see Dorothea Jones, boy, bit by bit, say what's up, go back out there. I was a bad boy. I'm on the bike. I got the gas cans. They know we know. Like, we gas bandits. So she like, all right, said, but, I think I thought I had fell in love, so me and my mom was like, where she live? No, the project. She knew that wasn't a good look, you know what I'm saying? So, but we kind of messed around for a little while, like being like seventh grade, right into the eighth or whatever, kissing, you get your first little kiss in. You go sit on the porch all night, kind of sit there till it's time to go home and feeling, no, that's that one I knew where I felt the flutters. She's a pretty girl too. She was pretty and off limits. Nobody messed with Dorothea because she was kind of like that level of pretty, but but just in the jacks though. But still like but so it went for a little bit. Then I think then we moved and that was it. She got pregnant after that. Like, damn, I was gonna come back and get her, but I ain't getting raised no nothing nigga baby. So you just move on,
Did you go to college?
I did. I went to college. I went to 4 colleges.
Four.
Yeah, well, because college is one of those things where you start and then you stop and you go back in. Well, because they was like, you got to go 4 years, and I was like, together, And so we did like a 1 year college thing, and then you go get that in, come back out, get a job, kick it a little bit, say party, turn up. And so, and I went to the colleges I wanted to go to. Like, I was like, I wanted to go to the big school. Like, my sister was smart. So she went to college. She went to the big college. So I went to college up there, right? Now, I couldn't really afford to get in, but I was at college. So I hung out, I was up there. I walk around the campus, book bag, you know what I'm saying? Everybody like, oh, we're about to go to class. I'm like, yep. Who you got for history? What's the professor's name with the jacket? Mr. Turkey? I'm in there. Yeah, I go different though. I go. What time you go? So you just make up your world, like what I'm saying. But eventually, I finally figured it out. I did. I got out of college. I did 6 years. I did like 6 years. Got out. Got my little degree. You know what I mean?
You did for 6 years.
Yeah, I mean, but it was a lot of people doing it like that. I had like some guys that was like they'd be at college 8, 9 years, grown, we up in college, with us. You like this nigga grand. Like, what? You sure you still supposed to be here? Like, one nigga got an AARP card while he was there. I was like, you need to come on, man. It's creepy at this point. You starting to be up here too long. Man, trying to hang out at the student union.
At the student union.
Yeah. He used to be a dude at our college, one college. He had extortion. He used to have a briefcase. And he used to like, if he loaned you money on Thursday, it would be Black Briefcase Day. And he would show up on campus and everybody knew he had a pistol in the briefcase. And I was like, I'm safer in jail. Like, this college is not good. This is not good right here. This is a very scary college situation. And that's what happened with those programs when they start like just kind of letting everybody come to school. And you just start to realize our educational system is really it's gonna really need some reform.
When
This
they
this was
start letting everybody into the
because they was like,
program.
oh, we need to get more enrollment, and they just was letting people, just come to school. Like it was like me, like just letting us go there. Like it's like, dang, this is not good. I'm thinking I'm the only one. These boys is worse than me. Like, they was just running credit card scams
In college.
yeah, like it's crazy. People boosting, they selling, and they boosting good stuff. Like niggas are selling mattresses. Like I'm like, how did y'all get a mattress out of the store? Like this. These some very good, but you got these sophisticated city kids coming down these little small schools, like, just hitting them with the game. They don't even know.
Yeah.
Sir, you mind if I take this mattress to my car and see how it feels? Okay, sure. Sounds like a thing. Now he on campus. Niggas got full on posturepedics in their dorm room.
4 and 5 of them.
Oh yes, hey, come through. I just got some new mattresses. We got some air tops. got some new pillow tops. Y'all come through. Yeah, the dorm. Yeah, I mean Towers West. You in the dorm room? Back with back. Slanging them too.
What was your first job?
Man, so I got a couple of things. My first job was selling fax machines.
Fax
Yeah,
machines.
what I'm saying, when it was like the newest thing, like you could sell, you can like write a note and then you can fax it to somebody. Like boy, niggas thought I was magic. I was like, watch what I do. You write something down like this, and then I'm gonna be over here. Put it in there. Send it to watch this. People scared of it. They thought it was some kind of black wizard. Niggas was like, black people, they scared of everything. I ain't taking no letter that's coming on the machine. So I'm trying to sell these things. I can't sell them for nothing. You got to sell the roll paper and the little thermal paper and the ink machines and stuff. That was good, but I remember having to go out to the country one time. Like it was like these. So I ended up finding like a business where you can do it to the auto shops. So auto shops just made a lot of sense to them because if you like an auto body shop, then the insurance company could send you something you could send stuff back and forth.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, this is my lick. And I went out way kind of out where, again, just trying to get money and thinking I'm out here where I believe this town city nigga said no niggas. But I wasn't paying attention, and I'm way deep in no niggas. I'm deep down in no niggas allowed, and I'm off up in here full on niggas, and went in and deep into no niggas. Like you can't read, boy. You trying to send a letter? You might want to send a letter to yourself. You're out of your jurisdiction. And they kept me down there for like 3 days. Like I was like,
What?
it was scary, It was scary. So that's where I like learned to kind of find my sense of humor and kind of make people laugh and back off of them. Eventually I got it out there, but I didn't sell no more fax machines after that. I'm like, I'm not doing this no more. And I blamed it on the fax machine. But I'm like, I'm not here. No, sir. That was crazy, dog.
Shit, dog. When did you realize that you want to do stand up?
Right around there, Once you accosted by white people in the woods, nigga, you figure like you got to do something different. And I did. I was making them laugh. I was doing some stuff. So then I came back to St. Louis and I started working as a claims adjuster.
Mhm.
State Farm, very serious job.
Mhm.
And I was being serious, and then I did a little comedy night on a humbug, like just a little,
Mhm.
kind of walking up, doing it. And I mainly used to sing a lot. I didn't even really do a lot of jokes. I used to go on stage and sing,
Yeah.
and I had like some dance routines and stuff like that. And I wrote these funny little poems. And then so that's when but then I discovered it. Like I discovered like, oh, this could be the lick right here. So
Yeah.
but and I was 20, 29, 30, still living at home with my mom. Young, young, young man, still trying to discover life. I was actually older though. I think I was like 27ish or something, 26, 27. First time I felt like I could do it, and went up,
How'd you feel when after your first time on stage?
The first time was pretty good. That's how it is. You kind of think it's gonna be like that too. The first time,
Yeah.
go up, you have a kind of good show. Now, third time was because the first time I went up small little space. Second time I was at it was a thing called like the chicken wing cook-off. It was a big thing. It was chicken, and it was like almost like a barbecue fest where people make chicken wings and they go up. And I saw a dude in front of me, like he bombed, and they was firing chicken bones at this. I mean, so you like, and they fired him. But then the dude before him did good, and they give you chicken. So, and I'm a chubby dude, and I'm like, nigga, I want some of this chicken. You know what I'm saying? So that was my motivation. And but I was nervous because, and then, like first couple of jokes didn't go well, and niggas was like, hey, hey, no, don't throw no chicken at me, nigga. I'm like, so then I kind of dug out of that. I took that, spent that into a joke, and next thing you know, nigga, buckets.
Dang.
Chicken wing.
Buckets of chicken.
Buckets, I was rich as hell, nigga. I had like 2 buckets of wings. Nigga, I'm leaving out there. I'm giving comics wings, like telling niggas now I'm that nigga. Like, I'm like, hey boy, you just need to get your shit together. I give a nigga a wing, shit, nigga shit. Let me sit down here, boy. I'll tell you, I see what you're doing up there. Take the wing. You know what I'm saying? I saw what you was doing up there. You all right. You know what I'm saying? You just need to keep working on your thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you see how I'm doing. You see how it is. I'm winged up. But that was only once a year. So then what you do now? That's over.
Right.
All the chicken gone. You back regular trying to figure out how to have a life. People think this comedy thing easy, man, but like what you do when all the chicken go. It's a question. And I'm asking you. You don't know, right? Nobody knows. Like when the chicken.
I think every comic in the world has got paid with chicken before.
And that's how you know. And that's what I'm telling. Like these young kids, they live in this vegan ass world. And all this modern ass, gluten free ass shit. Like you be like, guys, like y'all ain't from an era where you had to earn your money in chicken. And that's the difference. That's what I appreciate about like our class, the guys we come from. We know how, I guess it was the chitlin circuit back in the day. Like people was like, it's the chitlin circuit. And I'm glad I passed that because I don't eat chitlins. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I couldn't have made it. I wouldn't have. And I was just kind of glad, because I was like, I never would have been a star, like, because I couldn't, I'm not going to be able to take them, but chicken, that was different. So then we kind of came into the chicken era, you get 4 wings, 5 wings, 6 wings a bucket. And the fact that, you know, every now and then, you know, somebody fuck with you, they'll throw a drumstick in there. And you be like, thank you, sir. You know, you can look at them in the eye, like, you know, people they give you a drumstick or a breast. If somebody threw you a breast, then you killed. You murdered. You done. You like, oh, you know, that's when you know you ripped. You know,
That's
but,
when
you
you
know,
know you did a breast.
somebody hit you. Like, nice. But mainly it was wings, because wings, they was cheap, you know, and fries. And then people held on to their drumsticks for whatever reason. Like, you know, I guess you can just do wings. I prefer wings, but people treated the drumstick like it was the, you know, it was the Beyonce or chicken, like they gave it that other thing. Like, you know, I was like, all right, you know, whatever. So
Dog, I remember that, dog. I remember dog, getting paid. You finish the show and they walk up to you with a white bag folded in.
Got there and you can get a drink. You can get a drink at the bar. You like, doggo.
Get you a drink at the bar.
I'm 17. Like, I'm not supposed to be drinking, but I'm gonna take whatever it is y'all give me, because I just need to get paid something up in here.
Dog, I can't tell you how many wings I done got, dog.
And people thought that was funny, you know, but it used to be a sense of pride. You know, you get your chicken, man. They give you a meal up in there, you good.
Did you ever question yourself, like with your career, like getting to where you at? You ever like question?
Yeah. You know, I drove out here from St. Louis, and I remember I came to the Comedy Act Theater, and man, you know, I was the man in St. Louis. I was killing it, right? And you come out here and it's like Robin Harris on stage, Ricky Harris, Joe Torre now. Damon Wayans went up, and I was supposed to go up next. And Damon Wayans went up, and then I hit. I act like I was going to the bathroom, and I just kind of hid in the corner. And they said my name about 3-4 times, and I was scared to death. And that was so funny that actually happened, like where you feel like, man, I'm gonna be great. You know, I'm gonna be great, and I've got this. And then you realize, you know, I think I drove all the way back home that night, like, you know, from California, you know what I'm saying? Like, didn't think about it at all. Just didn't have enough gas money or nothing, but I didn't want to be seen in LA. Like, I was scared, man. It took a minute to get back to that. But that's when you kind of doubt it, and then you got to have a moment where you kind of, where it come back. I met Steve Harvey, and, you know, like, you know, he was like, you know, he believed in me, and then, you know, and so then you just start to try to like kind of go from there. But you know, I quit. I had quit. I definitely was like, this stupid. Like, I can't do this. I'm trying to go with my fax machines back. Like, I was gonna try to go back out here. Like you see people is like, you know, like they funny. Like, this is, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about up here. Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy, dog. Is there any comics that you got beef with?
Yeah, you know, it's people that, you know, they got beef with me, right? I don't know if I actually have beef with people. Like, I don't really think about it like that, but, you know, it's like, it's people like Jay Lamont, like, I'll fuck him up. You know what I mean? You try thinking like the nicest people.
The nicest people
Like, who the nicest guy in the world?
like Jay
But
on
he's
the
just too
mic.
nice. I don't like nice like that. He's just a nice person. Like how you gonna be all nice, nigga? Like all the time. Yes, yeah. Nah, man.
Who that's funny.
Hamburger, you know, like niggas like
Who you like out here though? Who's like some of your
you know,
comics that you
yeah, you know, it's a lot of young guns.
Yeah,
Like
the
these
young
these
ones.
guys that's doing it. You know, you got to
Mhm.
give like Ali Sadiq his
For
like these
sure.
guys can. DC Young Flower Hustler, he'll go get her. I've been on
Yeah.
stage with him a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a young comic named DL Hewley doing it. You know what I'm
Yeah, I think
saying?
he's doing he's doing
Young,
okay.
coming up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I think
He
he's
gonna
doing.
be all
I
right.
think he's gonna be all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah. I
like
think
guys that's out there, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying? I'm rooting for him.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm
He
saying?
got potential.
Yeah, I'm like, man, that boy, you know what I'm saying?
He got potential.
He say some shit every now and then. Yeah. So, but then I like his cats too that, you know, like kind of never really smoked it like JJ Williamson, you know, like that's
Mhm.
funny and he
One
never quite, you know,
one of the
like
funniest
smacked
ever.
it where you be like, damn, he should smack, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So,
yeah,
you know, with that's the business though, you know, you kind
yeah.
of realize there's an ebb and flow to it. And
Yeah,
so, you
absolutely.
know, you just kind of
The beautiful thing is it's never not a
a
not a
chance.
chance. It's always it just depends on
Yeah.
where you position yourself
Yeah.
to get it. You know what I mean? If you really,
Yeah, no, and I think that's that's the one thing about this business, even in on the real side, like doing like TV movies, like people have ideas and they want to, some people see themselves like as a big star, and yet
hmm
they may be best suited as a
yeah,
stand up,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or you got to find your lane. You might
hmm
end up being a better game show hosts or whatever.
Yeah.
You find people that find it
hmm
like Ricky Smiley, who found himself on radio, and
hmm
he a great stand up too. But now he
Yeah.
found a lane on
Yeah,
radio, and
yeah,
then you
yeah.
go, or even Harv. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's Kings again, good stand up TV shows, but as the
Mm.
host of Family Feud,
Yeah. Mm.
oh, you the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
killing it. You
Yeah. I
like
mean,
doing it. You in that Sajak era.
yeah,
You like
yeah.
with the top game show host
Yeah.
of all time. So
Yeah. Ain't
it's a
nobody
different
messing
thing,
with him.
right? So you gotta just keep finding. And he was, that was later in life. So,
hmm
like that people kind of find that lane. So,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's
That's
the
what's
big
up.
thing about this business,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
find
That's what's
being
up. You anybody ever stole the joke from you?
yeah, man, Cat Williams.
Yeah. I heard
I remember early in my career, though,
it.
it was a comic that did my jokes like early on in St.
hmm
Louis, and I remember like
hmm
all the comics came to tell me that this
Yeah.
comic had did my
Uh-huh.
joke, right?
Uh-huh.
This was it was that thing. But I think about it. I think about it in the sense that we actually do live culturally in the same kind of energy.
Mhm.
And I always think that my particular sense of humor is mine. Like you
Yeah.
might do something that's similar to my joke or idea,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm like, I kind of grew up as a wordsmith, and we use a lot of
Yeah.
language. We use a lot of
Yeah.
wordplay in my family. So I just
Mhm.
never like really bought into it unless somebody literally did my joke
Yeah, yeah,
verbatim,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
But I mean, and I think, this dude was a young comedian. Like overall, that is a part of our business in a very weird way. Like people do hear your shit and be like, yo, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna spin that a little bit as long as you ain't here, right? And then I do it 7 times and somehow it's my joke, right? So, but it's never been one of those things where I felt like I wanted to like fight somebody over it, because it's just one of those things where I got a lot of jokes and I say shit crazy all the time. But like that particular kid, he was kind of an arrogant person, like his attitude was. So, I got Big Mike on that. He's like, what this girl gonna do? Molly works.
Hey, I don't want to like harp on this or whatever, but was you like hurt by that, like about all that, yeah, when they was
Like again, it didn't really affect me as much as it affected people that loved me, which was a weird, real thing because, again, I looked at the situation like it was beyond. It was social media, right? Because I literally like how I am right now. Like I've been around this gentleman many times. You talking about something that happened in 2001, and now you in 2024 acting like the shit just happened. And I'm like, I've been around you many times, bro. Like if you felt that way, say it to me, or allow us a minute to do that. But I'm from that generation. Like again, Chicago comics, St. Louis comics. We don't do a lot of like playing with niggas, right? You know what I'm saying? So, so if you got a real issue, then that was an issue. And so that was my main grief about the whole thing, because I was like, after the examination of it, I was like, I don't feel what you did. We doing gestures, but that's not my joke has a whole process of how I got to the joke based off an old joke I used to do. So I just really I didn't really take it like that. I was, more disappointed that, it was this now, it started this energy where comics was going on dogging other comics. Like, so it opened up a door to where it was like, now this comic gonna make this grievance about that comic, and this comic got that make this grievance about that comic. And it was like, no, that really wasn't a part of our culture, because we dealt with that one-on-one, face up. Man, you knew if you fucking reach somebody's shit, they gonna come and check your ass. And that's what it was. And now it's social media. So, and I'm not really from that generation, so I didn't really take it like everybody else was taking it. I mean, a lot of people was upset, and people was like sad for me, and I was like, nigga, what? I was like, I've seen this man 100 times. He never did that. He never said that to me. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it as social media.
No, I hear that.
I was trending, and so I'll just I'll take the trend. It's supposed to be negative, but but nigga. And again, you wake up next day, you go do the neighborhood, and you go do fucking. I'm like, I got a residency in Vegas. I'm doing Broadway. Like, what are you talking about, man? I don't wake up being you. Like, I don't wake up.
That's real.
I don't wake up being you. So
You got spin-off shows, all kinds of stuff.
I don't wake up being you at no time. So I don't know where that came from. So.
But how's the Vegas residency?
It's great, man. Me and Tony Braxton. How's
Tony Braxton, man? She cool?
She dope, man. She's like a legend that's been doing it a long time, and got great songs. She's fun on stage, and whenever you with a diva, if you will, not in a negative sense, but in that status, right? Of you gotta wait for her to get dressed and shit. Like, you gotta wait. There's a lot of waiting. She goes, Tony coming. You like, hold on, Tony. And you like, oh shit, okay. So, like comics, we be ready to roll. I don't need nothing with me and the mic. We got dancers, they gotta rehearse, gotta warm up. It's a lot of shit that go into this that you didn't really account for when the makeup person, the hair person, there's 3 people with clothes. It's a lot going on. Like shoes, you got these shoes, don't work with that dress. You like, shit. Okay. So should I get dressed now or not? Nigga, I'm standing around, nigga, with suspenders on and with my socks, nigga, just waiting for the go. Give me the go-go though, not the regular. Don't give me the first go. I learned that too. Okay, she ready. You know, I'm sitting on. Hold on. I need to go. I need to go before I go. Like, I'm not getting ready to be out here wrinkling my clothes up. I got one outfit. This motherfucker got to be fresh when I walk out there. I can't get dressed too soon. She gonna change 4 times. I got one fit.
Oh golly, that's so great, dog. Who is your top 5 like inspirational comics?
Man, you know, probably, you know, I gotta do that list that everybody love, like, you know, everybody, you know, all the ones that people kind of go to. Chucky
Yeah.
Ducky, Jamario, Alex Thomas,
Yeah,
you know, the go-tos, you know what I'm saying? The ones that everybody fuck with, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like, these the
yeah,
ones,
yeah.
right? Niggas like, oh, that's that milk. Like, no, man. Well, what my first note, really person that inspired me the most was the late Robert Harris. You know, he
Yes,
was the
sir.
first comedian that I kind of identified with that was like a regular person. Like he kind of remind you of Uncle. He, you know,
Yeah.
even the way he delivered, and you know, coming from St. Louis, like when we grew up, it was like, you know, the legends, you know, Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy. These are guys on my list as well, and then Damon Wayans, and you know, and then. But they all felt like stars. They all felt like big stars. You could look at them and know that they was like a star. Robert Harris felt like your uncle, like your cousin. And that became my delivery style, like that. When I realized you could do comedy like just a person that's just kind of talking and feel familiar, that's when I identify like, oh, I can do that. Like, so he was the one for me that was probably the great inspiration. Then I love, you know, the late Robin Williams. It's a comic that a lot of people don't really know. Like, is a white dude named Richard Jenney. I don't know if you remember
Richard Jenney.
He was my guy. You know, he just had a funny delivery and a style and smart joke set up. And so he passed too. But then, and then, you know, but Carlin, all the people that's just like, they just fire at it, you know, and then, you know, had the honor to work with, you know, the legendary Bernie Mac. And so many people like that is like those guys that, you know, Chicago had like all heat. I remember that's where I kind of got put on at. I developed in St. Louis, but I used to go up to the Miller Genuine Draft. So Chicago, George Wilburn,
All jokes aside,
Dale Givens, Tony Schofield. It was dogs coming up out of there.
Yeah, it was some monsters there.
Boy.
Definitely.
Chicago, and it continued after with yourself and Corey Holcomb and Lorel and just so many people from Chicago just end up coming out just really fired, you know.
Yeah, Bernie was Bernie was probably the first person that I seen just really, he gave tough love, man. You know what I mean? He was like, he wasn't gonna help you with nothing.
No,
he wasn't gonna do that. He felt like I worked hard because he went through so much. That he was like, nah, like this my time.
No, it ain't gonna be no easy put you on. Ain't none of that. No,
Bernie
you know
made you
I'm diving for loose ball. I'm saying I'm on the first and goal line. It's 50-yard line, but it's first and goal. You know, hold on. You just had 100 little phrases that you got to do the math on at the end. You're like, what? It ain't no watermelon if it ain't got no rain. Huh? Okay.
Yeah, right. Was you
that was my man right there.
Was you did you have to follow him a lot on King's tour?
No, you know what was interesting is that well at the end, the second end of the second part of the Kings tour, I used to go in front. Bernie was he liked to call it the hammock. He always because he had did a big tour where he was on his own, like so, and then he was out. So when he did the Kings, he was like, I want to be in the hammock. I want to have somebody on one end and the other body on the other end. I just kind of come in there and so that became his spot. So I used to have to go first, and then DL came onto the tour, and then Steve became the MC, and then I started going last. Then I started going after Bernie. So, but it would be an intermission. You know, there ain't gonna be no immediately coming right up after that. I'm not doing that.
Right.
Let's break it up. Let's get people out there and get some lunch. Clear out the room for a minute.
Regroup.
Let's regroup. I'm not getting ready to walk up there after that. Yeah, you know, Steve don't want to do it. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm the last one here. I want my check though, but I'm not going right up at the Bernie like that. My boy was bad with it, like he killed us. So you know, we had a little intermission. And, you know, get back in your seats. It's a full thing. Lights got to come back down, like a whole new thing going on right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was like a Vegas nightclub. I'm spraying it different scents. Like, let's make the room smell like chamomile. Like when the people come back. I need everybody calm. Yeah, no great expectations. Just everybody just calm down and be relaxed. Let's get some eucalyptus off in the room. Like they're in a spa, like you know, like just relax. Let everybody calm down.
Let's change this whole energy.
I need all this moonlighting. I just need this. Need people to get it back together, man. Like,
can we say the national anthem?
The black one. The black one. People don't know the words. I just need people to be dedicated.
Let
to
it be voice.
Yeah. Sing it if we can. Is there one? Ushers going down the aisle. Handing out pamphlets. I need you to read some shit first. Like, you know, like the National Urban League will be raising money for the students. You got shit.
Announcements.
Yes, it's a full-on regrouping going on. I'm not getting ready to walk right up there, dog. I'm not doing that.
That's so funny, dog. What's your favorite music era?
Oh man, you know what? I mean, I grew up in a lot of cool that space of, but I started thinking about this the other day, and I think it got to be 90s hip hop R&B. That combination where it was, you know, like it was that, you know, you got the SWVs mixed with the Biggies and the Jay-Z in they prime, and Kels in his prime, like that era where music just was fired. It was like real competition, and people was like, and you had R&B, you had hip hop, you had all of it. Now you just mainly got hip hop. You have very little R&B on the radio, you know what I'm saying? But right then you have songs that you love, Silk and you know, and Shy. Yeah. Yeah. Case and Donnell Jones. It was like,
that was a whole little era going on.
Avant. Every time I see you, I get a bad vibe. You're like, yeah, dog. Mystical, scream. It's aggressive. So shake your ass, sir. Came in with my dick in my hand. That is a lot. That's a lot for the first bar, sir. Like, But it was hot. You know, you mix that with a Pharrell beat, you like, okay, boy, yeah. But that era, I was realizing like, nah, I love like, you think about like being with your mom and them growing up,
Mhm.
and the whole, you got the whole Luther Vandross them and the
Mhm.
Isley brothers. Like I could still ride and listen to that all the time
Mhm.
too. But
Yeah.
that favorite era was that
That 90s, huh?
90s joint be going up.
You was on some legendary albums. And I don't know if
Oh
people
yeah.
really remember this or not, but first of all, you was on Nelly's
Yeah.
Country Grammar
Yeah.
album, which sold diamond.
Yeah.
Like,
Didn't get a dollar.
did, didn't get a dollar. He never paid you for that.
Thanks, Nelly. I'm from St. Louis. But this was the move back then. We didn't know no better, right? But comics was, it was a great honor to be on somebody's rap album, right?
Yeah.
And so we didn't know that was considered publishing, that you do these skits and all that
Right,
stuff.
yeah.
And so, like even on Jay-Z's Black
I
album,
was gonna bring that
Threats,
up
that's
too.
another Diamond album.
I was
Diamond.
gonna bring up the great
Yeah, nigga,
Black
I was
album.
like,
You was on there. You did
I just wanted
Threats.
a Rockefeller chain. I ain't getting none of that. Nigga,
How did that come about though? How did you get on Jay album?
That was a pretty interesting one because I had met Jay-Z.
It's Threats, motherfucker.
Yeah, I met him somewhere like on, like at just an event, right? And I just remember hearing that he didn't write anything down. He just kind of write off his dome and something. And we was at an event where we was all having a good time. And I asked him, could I come to the studio and see him work? And then whenever I was in New York. So I reached out and he was just happened to be doing the Black album. He's like, yeah, come by. So I came by the studio and he was like just about to leave. For whatever reason, he was there and he's like, I gotta leave, but I'll be back, man. I'm doing this song Threats. And I need like some mad rapper thing, like idea to it.
Yeah.
And he left, and then I was there with Guru, and then Knife Wonder, the producer, and all that. And I did Threats on my own, just kind of in the booth, just like kind of freestyling, doing it. And he called me maybe like a month later, was like, "Hey, you made the album." I was like, "What?"
Shut up.
Yeah, this some old trying to act like you doing life big. He's like, "What you want?" I'm like, "Hey, it's just an honor, to be on here with you, Jay. Hey, it's whatever." Nigga, that motherfucker went diamond. Man, I'm sitting over here on the outside, just trying to, hey, man, that's me. Yeah. Ain't nothing in the mailbox. Nothing.
He ain't give you no money.
Let me be loved, be loved now, I can call and pull up places and shit, but like, I can go to the Rob Nation brunch and give a biscuit, but you ain't gonna see no cash now, nigga. You said you didn't want nothing, remember? So I know better now, though. I say yes to people's albums now. I'm trying to get my little points and niggas album be going, wood. This nigga album went diamond, and I said it was an honor. Some trick shit. I was trick myself out my own.
That's crazy.
Nelly too. Like he young, he at the crib, coming from the crib. You big homie.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, come on, man. Love, nigga. Yeah, can you give me something? Nigga, no. I'm the big homie, nigga. Nigga, do you? I hope you sell 3 million of these motherfuckers. How about 10? It would have been great to.
Dude, that's
It'd
crazy.
been great to get a little to a way to retrofit till we go back. I think you can. I think you actually can go back nowadays, like just by
Oh,
like
shit.
the kind of publishing thing. It might be a way to actually get money out there, not from from the record company. Now, of course,
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard, but
Yeah.
But I think like because as a recording as a recording artist, I have recorded other things before, so I should be able to
He
do
was
that.
on
But
2 of the greatest selling albums in history,
yeah,
dog.
yeah,
That's great, though.
yeah, which was again an honor. My kids or my grandkids are to explain it to them. Here's an honorable thing. Kids, while y'all in the poorhouse, it's a great honor though that your grandfather did something that you can take great pride in. It feel like the old days. Niggas like when black people invented shit and we ain't get no credit. Your grandfather invented the stoplight. Well, where the money at? No, the white man got the money. Yeah, it's a black man invented ice cream. Briars? Haagen-Dazs are no. Your uncle name was fake. That was. And he invented ice cream, but he didn't. So what is money? Well, Mr. Bryan's got all the money.
Mr.
Ben and Jerry,
Bryan.
they got all the money. What about Thurman? They can't do no ice cream. Thurman and Keith. Ben and Jerry's is a better marketing tool.
Thurman and Keith.
Yeah, ice cream. I don't think I want it. He invented it though,
Oh, snap, dog. Name 3 things that annoy you.
Oh man. Long toenails. Undone edges. And people that just laugh at shit that ain't funny. Just be laughing. I knew this dude, he'd just talk and laugh all the time. He'd be like, he'd just be saying shit. So you ain't say nothing. Yeah, man, that shit crazy. Very suspicious of people that just be
Can't
laughing.
trust them.
Dog. You just do a lot of laugh for no reason. It make me uncomfortable.
Fake laughing gives me a headache, dog. I get a headache.
Oh yeah,
dog.
yeah. You want to, but like when you just laughing because you want to fill up some space, I don't like that. No.
Name 3 things that bring you joy.
Oh man, I would say a good laugh.
Mm-hmm.
A good laugh is one of the things that when you get a good laugh with somebody, that's one of my favorite right there.
Yeah.
When I can fit into something from the Gucci or Louis store that's right off the rack, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, all my shit got to come from. I'm always surprised when you go in there and you're like, ooh, hey, I can wear this. It's rare, you know what I'm saying? So that's always makes me happy. We was in Europe and, the little European people over there, they too small. And all my boys with Anthony and all my other boys, Anthony lost all that weight. He feel like he's super sexy.
Sick of him.
Yeah, sick of his
Sick
ass.
of his ass.
I just ordering. He's just getting Gucci store out the Gucci, getting the Gucci shirts. I'm sitting in there. I walked out of there with a beret and a scarf. I was disappointed. So I just like, that, and of course, like, a great meal, again, like with fun, with friends. I love those moments right there.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice. Brown or clear liquor?
You know what? I like clear liquor with a brown liquor attitude. It's something about brown liquor that's that good feeling, but I can't drink it no more. So I'm a tequila person because
Yeah.
tequila is clear, but it definitely is brown in its disposition. It's, it's brown in its pure affect. It's like some nigga we'll drive, nigga. I go over there. I do it. That's brown liquor.
That I do it, liquor.
Yeah. Shit. Who won't? Brown liquor have your ass. Shit, I do that shit. Vodka don't really have your ass. Tequila got a brown liquor. Tequila got that brown liquor attitude.
Yeah.
It's clear, but boy, you gonna act a goddamn fool.
Is there anything you ever done that you regret? That you do different or that you regret it?
You know, it's a couple of things like, I guess for the most part, I'm glad I didn't really get the new teeth when people got the new teeth. Like the new teeth thing became a thing, and I thought about it at one time because everybody's smiles was really bright, and I was like, "Oh, I should get the new teeth." And then you start seeing the new teeth go a little too teethy, and I was like, "I'm glad." So I don't know if it's a regret because I almost did. I was at the place, I filled out the paperwork, and I'm like, "Oh, we'll get the teeth, get the new teeth." And then people start getting the new teeth, and I was like,
They was
I
too
can't have
teethy.
the cartoon one tooth just feel like it's just all one plate of teeth up there.
I've seen that before too.
Yeah.
Dang, this.
They started to get a little bit better, but then they seem like they got worse. And so it's like, you root for people because you don't want to see people like be grown and they teeth so bad that every time they talk, they do this. Like, that's crazy. You like, dog, I know you ain't got, I know your teeth messed up. You just doing that. So go to the mall and get the new teeth. You know what I'm saying? And you tell the difference. Because they used to be in the mall. Now you can't get the teeth in the mall. Now you used to get it. They used to have a little kiosk.
Little kiosk.
You can walk up. For the teeth. For fast as hell.
In 5 to 10 years, man, where do you see yourself? What's your future goals? What you want to do? Because you did so much, man. What are you looking at wanting to do?
Yeah, I think, 5, 10 years, you wanna be on some like Jeff Bezos ass shit. Like I want a rocket.
Yeah.
I'm scared to go really high, but just be the nigga with a rocket. Like,
Right.
nigga, Jay got that rocket. I ain't going up there though, nigga. I'm going as high as American Airlines go. Just be American and me, nigga.
Oh, in a rocket, though.
Like, fam, why you get a rocket? You not even. You could have did that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You just got a plane.
I just got, but who got a rocket though? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just on that other level. I ain't going too high though. I think, it really is like, I love the business, I love, being able to create shows for myself and others. So I just want to keep doing that keep doing that.
Yeah.
You see my family be great, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Meet all my kids, meet the different kids that I'm sure I got over the years.
Yeah.
Out there on the road. You too? Yeah, I know. It's one thing about being a comic. We all be like, that's crazy. Somebody say, it's a boy in Tulsa look like you. You be like, that's why. Tulsa be playing it off, but
you been the toast. You been the toast. You think you got some kids?
Yeah. think we all got some kids up. Uncomfortable laugh.
Boy, you could.
Ah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
All right, man. Last
Right.
question.
If I
How
see a
would you-
kid out there that can't spell C's
With
with an X,
C's?
that's how I'm gonna know. Soon as he can't do it, he do all the C's with S's. I'll be like, this spell cereal.
Celebrity with an S.
No blood test.
You don't blood test neither.
Come here, boy. I'm your daddy.
Oh, that's silly, dog. Okay, here we go. Last question. How you want to be remembered, man?
Man, I think, just as a solid motherfucker, man. I'm more than anything, if this something my mother taught me this, that your name come in the room before you do, and it stays long after you. And I think that that's really the best thing. Like when somebody say your name, what do they feel? And I
Yeah.
love that. That's really the thing that I feel like you want to earn, like that respect of being known as a solid, good dude. And that's all you can really do in life. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And so I try to earn that, and that's really the responsibility that I have to the business and myself and my family, my kids, and the legacy is to give them this name, give them the quality of having somebody mention their father, mention their husband, mention it, and people go like, oh yeah, that's my nigga.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving nobody no money or nothing. So, you can take that. You know what I'm saying? You got a good name, bro. Work with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the money back.
Dude, you are my big bro. I love you, man. Thank you for being
This
so
is
funny, dog.
this shit, but this is a wild ass interview style, dog. Like, this some crazy shit right here. Like the fact that you just be saying, when you told me about it, I was like, what? He was like, nah, just say shit. Like, I don't know. Because like everything gotta be funny and just let it be an answer. You like, okay.
But dog, it's like it's real.
But it is like you
It's
start
real
taking the
stuff.
little slices of things and be like, okay, what's the other version of that? Like that is
Yeah, like it's
so that
real,
all that
it's
shit
funny, and
true.
it's real.
It
It's
is
like,
true.
you know
Like
what I mean?
I
But
loved it, man.
dog, thank you so much.
Big up,
Yeah, I
bro.
love you, big
Yes,
bro.
sir, dog.
Thank you, man.
That's good.
Another episode in the can with the great, iconic Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah.
Thank you again. I'm Dion Cole. You can check us on all platforms. Thank you for watching. Funny knowing you. And I'm out. I'm about to go later. I laughed my ass off.
Later.